Welcome back to Conchas and Chismes.
This is your girl D West.
It's your girl Ivosita Ochoa.
And this is your girl Sandra.
So we have a really excited chisme for you guys. It's about breakups. But before that, I wanted to start off with the story that a listener shared with us. She said, "It was truly the worst period of my life. It lasted nearly 15 years. He was mentally and emotionally abusive, constantly making me feel like nothing I ever did was enough. My job, my degree, even my car. When I look back, my story has so many layers. Being in a relationship with someone who wasn't honest about who they were, ignoring my intuition, staying even when I was deeply unhappy, getting pulled into lies to protect someone else, and ultimately allowing myself to be treated that way. But through all of that, I found a truly wonderful man, someone I'm now married to, and together we have a son. Sometimes I feel the weight of time lost. Given my age, I may not have the chance to have more children, and that's something I still grieve. It's hard not to think about how much of my life was spent in that relationship, time I can't get back." And so this man that she was with, he ended up being gay. And we don't discriminate, but obviously it does like hurt, like you are with someone for that long, and you end up you were someone for so long and you don't know that person. You know, so
it kind of sounds almost like because he was hiding himself and he was angry, he was taking it out on her.
For sure, because he probably didn't feel good enough. Like he was like, if who I am, like he felt like insecure about, you know, his being gay, and he was like, man, if I come out, like everyone's gonna judge me, I'm not good enough, so you know what, let me take it all on her.
Belittle her because he felt like a hole deep inside, and that was his way of, you know, getting it out, just taking it out on her and making her feel low to make himself feel better.
And I think that I feel like I really resonate with the part where she said, I feel like you grieve the time that you lost. It's like so true. Like, what could I have been, or what could I have accomplished with someone else, or like, you know, I could have had kids already or something like that. I feel like the time lost it definitely sticks with you.
Yeah, definitely.
15 years, that's a very long time. And so I can see where she's saying, like, you know, just that time that was lost, you know. But sometimes, you know, I think things are, you know, the reason why they didn't have children together, you know, there's always a reason why, right? And now she's met her person, and now they have a son together. But she had to let go of that, you know, that life, those 15 years, and start over again. And it's hard. It is hard. Even if it's a year, I think when you're with someone and, you know, breakup happens.
Breakups suck,
Yeah, they're very, very hard. Very, very hard.
Yeah,
we all, you know, we all been through those breakups, and it's, you know, depending on situations, you know, they can be traumatic too. Like for instance, like traumatic. her story, you know, that she was being mistreated, and, you know, and this whole time,
you know, there was something underlying. And I think too, like, finding out that someone that you're with for that long, it also messes you up, like, psychologically, being like, did I do something like to make him turn out that way, or was he already struggling with that? Like, was I already not good enough? And it's just like just something that in relationships, if they're not healthy, you're just like, it messes you up for not even a year, like years to come. You're struggling with that.
It takes a long time.
You definitely start to blame yourself, like you feel like you did something to deserve that. And I completely resonate with her a lot. I can relate to her so much because I was in that same situation for 10 years. You start to feel like so down about yourself, and it's like you let yourself go completely because you start to feel unhappy. Everything that they feel, they start to reflect it onto you, you know. And I noticed that a lot of women, when they're in toxic relationships, they look the worst. They look the worst. You notice when they finally detach, they look amazing because they're finally getting their peace back. They're finally happy. They're finally in such a good place, and when they're in a toxic relationship, it's like
it's draining. It's draining you. It takes your life. It takes your life for sure.
It definitely does, and it's just something that I feel like people look at you and like, ay, pues por qué no te fuiste? Why didn't you leave, or why didn't you walk away? But it's like a lot of people don't understand that it's not that easy. It's not easy to walk away when you're with someone that's toxic, because what they do, basically, you end up in a trauma bond, right? They make you feel like they love you, and then like if you try to walk away, they like pull you back, and they know how to lure you back, you know? And it's just, you just go on like on a roller coaster. It's like a little hamster wheel that you can't get off of, you know? And it's just so heartbreaking to watch. And I know because I've been there, and it's hard.
Have you guys ever stayed in a relationship because you just didn't want to be alone?
Not necessarily. I feel like my marriage, I was there because I genuinely loved my husband, and I feel like I loved him more than I loved myself. And that's afterwards I started to realize, like, wow, I really didn't love myself, because I allowed a lot of things. I always try to put him first and make him happy, that I was forgetting who I was, and I did it for a long time. And when I look back at pictures of when I was with him, I was like, whoa, like I did not realize how much I let myself go.
Like you didn't recognize yourself.
How broken I was. Yeah. And it's been a year and a couple of months since I've been separated from him, and I feel like it's been this long, and there's still some things that are still hurting me
that you're healing from still.
It's I feel like it's gonna take a long time for me to overcome those things, because it's not easy to overcome.
It's hard. It is hard. And I think the more you continue to work on yourself, then you start to, you know, not only heal but see the best parts of you. And I feel like when someone is in that process of healing and healed, right, you do glow differently. You know, but you don't see it at the time. When you're in these relationships, you don't see it at the time. Like, you feel like you are doing everything, but you're giving so much of yourself to this other person that you don't see the hurt and everything that they're causing you, right? And so forth. And then that's why I think when the breakup happens, and then you look back, and then you're like, oh my gosh, 15 10 years 5 years, Jesus. Right? It's like, how I gave so much to this other person,
and it was never enough.
I feel like, if especially like in long relationships, even like in short relationships now, like being with somebody, and if that person is like consistently and constantly like bringing you down, telling you you're not good enough, and not making you feel valued, like not show, does, you know, you're not getting the love that you deserve, you leave that relationship thinking like, wow, I'm not gonna find anyone because I don't deserve anything. You know, like they made you feel so worthless for so long that mentally you're like, fuck, no one's gonna want me, because that person showed me that like they didn't even want me, and nomás me trataron así como pinche basura, and I am basura. You know, like after the breakup, there's so, like, that's just how you think. And in a relationship too, personally, I didn't leave because I'm like, fuck, like he's telling me I'm not good enough, then who else is gonna want me? You know, I'm not gonna be good enough for anyone, and he's putting up with me, you know what I mean? And I did take like a lot of healing after a breakup.
Because it makes you feel like you're the problem.
You
feel that way. So then that's why you feel like it's hard, like you can't move on. Because you're like, and like you said, people start thinking like, you know, wait, am I the problem? Like, you know, and so they make you feel that way, right? And so definitely it's an emotional roller coaster, right? Because you go through all these emotions. It messes with you, right? And
it does.
So our mind is like, it overthinks things, and it creates stories after another. So you start to believe
scenarios in your head.
You start to believe these stories about yourself, and thinking other people might think these things about you, but in reality, no, it's just you, it's your mind, and it's this other person that's affecting you. So when the breakup happens, it's very hard because you're stuck. Right? And then slowly, as you continue to work on yourself, you start to realize like, wait a minute, this is not too bad. But then you kind of, your thoughts sometimes pull you back. So it's like back and forth. You're trying to move on, but then your thoughts get you back, and like, and they bring you down. But I'm like,
because healing is not linear. It's hard.
If healing was easy, I mean,
anybody would do it.
People would move on quick, you know.
But healing, you have to put in so much work. Like just the other day when we came back from the gym, remember we were sitting outside in your car for a long time talking. I literally was telling her like, what am I doing wrong? Like, and she was like, oh, you know, you're pretty, you possess a lot of good qualities. And I know that. I know that I'm worth a lot, but sometimes I get in my head sometimes, you know. And I told her, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, every person that I allow in my life does me wrong. And that's even with friendships, family. People always do me wrong. And I'm like, why? Like, what am I doing wrong? But then I realized in that moment I wanted to cry when I was talking to her, because I started to feel some type of way about myself. But then later on, when I was alone and I was reflecting, I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I give all of me in every relationship that comes in my life. And if those people choose to hurt me and use me and do whatever they want to me, then that's on them. That reflects the kind of person that they are, not who I am. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And el último, Dios mira todo. And I just have to remember who I am. Because sometimes it's hard to mourn people that aren't dead.
Yeah, you will never be good enough for someone who doesn't care, who doesn't see the value.
Yeah.
You have to see that value in yourself, and it's hard sometimes, you know?
And the thing is, too, that I feel like sometimes people do see your worth. They see that you're valuable, and they're like, I don't feel that way. And look at the way she glows and she shines. So I'm going to walk into her life, and I'm going to take that away from her to make myself feel better.
Yeah, they suck it out of you.
Yeah, because they're down here, so they want to bring you down to that level, because they see something in you that they don't see within themselves. And I've noticed that, you know.
I think that's what happened. Like, that sounds like something that happened in that relationship. You know, like he saw her doing so well, and
because she said she was educated, right?
Yeah, degrees,
all that stuff.
cars, all that stuff, and she did not feel good enough for him, and he was just bringing her down, and I'm sure he saw that. Like, she's
absolutely
freaking above me, you know. So I'm gonna like bring her down to feel better about myself, because I'm not feeling good. I'm not being true to who I am. You know,
exactly.
And that's the problem with a lot of men, is that porque ellos no están todavía where they want to be in life.
Yes,
I noticed it happens so often where they walk into a woman's life and they're like, wow, she has her shit together, she's this, she's that, she's a great person. Well, you know what, I don't feel that way, so I'm gonna break the fuck out of her, because I don't want to keep feeling empty, so I'm gonna make her feel empty. It's just sad, you know.
And when you're not healed, I feel like sometimes you allow someone, well, not like you're not healed, but I feel like when you're struggling so much with that like confidence in yourself, you let them. I feel like, because I've gone to like therapy, it's really helped me identify like, what the hell, like, oh hell no, like I'm way better, like I know what you're trying to do right now. It's like, no, you're not gonna bring me down, because I worked so hard on like learning where I'm at and like loving myself and valuing myself, and it's really like helped me identify like those moments when someone starts to make you feel like shit, because for a few like moments I'm like, oh my god, like they're right, damn, I'm not shit, you know what I mean? And it's just like, damn.
And every time that you go back to someone that disrespected you, that hurt you, or that did you wrong, it's like you're allowing the past back into your life. I noticed that. And one thing that I also notice is when you keep allowing people in your life that have already done you wrong, they've already showed you who you are, you know, God is not going to take you to the next step in life, because you're still stuck in the past and you're not letting it go. God is not going to elevate you if you're holding on to things that no longer align with you. You know?
Do you guys think, and I've heard, and I want to hear your guys' opinion, but do you guys think, because they do say, right, that it's harder to grieve someone that you, like a breakup, someone that you've been with, than someone that you lost?
I feel
because
like
they say the person that you lost, obviously that's hard, right? But then sometimes they say what the person that is alive and you're grieving that person is alive, right? So then you hear about them, right? Oh, they're with this person, or they hung out here and blah blah blah, right? And then you know, the person, obviously your family members that obviously that passed, you know, yes, we grieve them, but they say it's harder to grieve someone that's
still alive. For me personally, I think it's harder to grieve someone that's still alive, because you know, like, that they're still there, but you can't keep them in your life, and that sucks. That's hard, and that hurts. Like, I think, like, when I first separated from my husband, like the first 3 months, I didn't know anything about him, you know, obviously because he took off, and I didn't hear anything about him, and that was killing me inside, because his closet is next to mine, right? Because we had our own closets, and sometimes I'd sit in his closet and I'd cry because I watched it empty without any of his things.
Like
and
physically sick.
yeah, and I was like, oh my God, like this is the person I was used to waking up to every single day for 10 years straight. And then that was gone in a split of a second, and that like was killing me inside, you know? And when my niece passed away suddenly, that was so hard on me, but I don't understand why my marriage falling apart and me losing that was so much harder. And it's still to this day like taking a toll on me, because I have a lot of good days, gracias a Dios, you know. I'm in such a better place right now today, but there's days where sometimes I do get sad, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm not meant for this dating world. Like this generation fucking sucks. Like I am not meant for it. I was someone's wife.
Fucking sucks.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I am not meant for this. Like these people don't know how to cherish anybody these days, you know. They just want to play games, or I'm gonna talk to you for a month, then I'm gonna ghost you. Like people just want to play games, and I'm like, this is not what I'm used to.
No, it is. You know what? Yeah, well, actually, you don't want to stray from the topic, but that does. I don't know. Even you telling us that like story, you know, I'm just like, damn, how would I feel? So for you to say like, you know, sometimes I'm good and like sometimes I'm not, I'm like, fuck, I think I would be the same way, because I'm like, damn, I can't even imagine, you know what I mean? Like I really can't. It's just,
And for the girl that shared her story, we appreciate it, and thank you for being so
open,
open and vulnerable with your message. But just to let you know that you were winning, girl. You were always winning. And this person that you were with, I mean, it was his loss.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, and at the same time, right, I think it opened a door for you to be with the person that you're with now, and having a blessing, which is your child.
Yes.
You know, and so forth. And I feel, I'm a big believer that God does things for a reason.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that, you know, sometimes things are meant to be the way they are, and they teach us lessons, right? But you were always winning. You were moving forward. You were doing, you know, it sounds like what you were supposed to be doing with yourself, with him at the time, right? And so keep your head up, and you know, you're a boss. So
I asked her if she had any advice, you know, and this is what she said. She said, always trust your gut. That's God speaking to you.
Exactly.
If something isn't happening, like in my case with getting married to a certain person, don't force it. The right thing should come naturally. If you have to force something, it likely isn't meant for you. Don't be afraid to move on when something no longer serves you, a relationship, a job, anything. No matter how long you've been invested, your peace and happiness matter more. Just because you're not getting what you need from a relationship doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There is someone out there who will give you what you're looking for. I found that in my life. I married a wonderful man and have a beautiful child. And remember, people will treat you how you allow them to. Don't let anyone convince you that you don't deserve less than respect, love, and kindness.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I love that.
You know?
It's because it's true, you know. What you allow is how you're telling a person, like, okay, this is how you're supposed to treat me, you know. And I learned that really late in life. I'm 35 now, but the moment that I allowed one thing, that was where I fucked up, because then that opened the door to, oh, well, she forgave me for this, let me see what else I can do wrong, and she's gonna stay, she's not gonna leave, you know. And that's unfortunate that sometimes that happens. Cuando, you know, you love somebody and you forgive them for a mistake they made. And honestly, I used to say that, and let me rephrase that. I used to always say, oh, you know, he cheated on me, it was a mistake. No, cheating isn't a mistake, it's a choice. When someone cheats on you, please understand that it is not a mistake. They chose to do that shit to you. That's premeditated, okay? They decided to text another person or message another person on social media. They chose to do that knowing how you would feel, that it was going to hurt you, and they didn't give a fuck about you. Okay, they didn't give a fuck about your feelings. So please understand that that is not a mistake. It's a choice that they're making, and they're not regarding your feelings.
After everything you did for them, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so sad, but it's truly what happens. And you just have to be careful who you give your heart to, because a lot of people will not cherish it.
Yeah.
You know, they walk into your life for all the wrong reasons, and you just need to ponte trucha.
Yeah, and it's true. Listen to your gut. I mean, oh my gosh, when you have that gut feeling, it's your body's telling you something. Something is not right.
God is sending you something.
I always feel like the gut feeling is a little sign.
It's like God gave us intuition for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like why do we have an intuition of things? God gave us an intuition for a reason. And so listen to it, use it.
If you come to your partner with something that you're feeling and you're feeling uneasy about something, and their reaction is they get mad or they call you crazy or trust me, they're doing something wrong. Okay, because si tú te sientes de una manera, that is God sending you signs. If you dream it or you keep thinking about it, like, oh no, I feel uneasy, like something isn't right, it's because God is telling you, hello, bitch, you're not colorblind.
Yeah,
I know you see the red flags. Like
even the slight change in something.
Oh,
I'm like, wait a minute, there's another hoe. Like there's somebody stole my man. You know, like hell no, you just know.
Yeah, men will start to act so different, and you will immediately notice. You know, like something is right. This motherfucker's up to something. I'm fine there. And I'm a fucking FBI agent, bitch. I would find out everything. I would find people's dead grandmas. I'm like, you got me fucked up.
Yep, I know we talked about it before, and Yvonne is really an FBI
agent.
If any of you need any help with anything, that's your girl. Call her. She should have been a detective.
Yvonne 911.
I did get my degree in criminology, so there you go.
She did.
Okay.
I think she should have stuck with it because bitch is good.
I can see myself with a gun. Bitch.
No, but I mean, yeah, like I said, I think, you know, for her, you know, moving on, it seemed like it was hard, but but now it's like, you know.
So a question I have is, do you think closure is something you get from the other person or something you create for yourself?
It's sometimes you don't.
Sometimes
you don't get closure for some people. Yeah, and you have to do that for yourself.
Yep.
You know, you have to.
Yeah.
Like with my ex-husband, I felt like I needed that closure. I felt like I did, because it was something that was really taking a toll on me. But then I started talking to someone else recently, and then that relationship ended, and then I didn't get any closure, and then I realized I didn't need it anymore. I came to the realization in that moment that sometimes it's okay not to get closure. Sometimes silence is you know, there you go, that's the answer.
Is the closure.
Yeah, you don't need it, and sometimes it's best that way. It's best when someone walks away. And I know that sometimes you'll sit there and you question yourself, like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do wrong? Why did they leave me like this? With so many unanswered questions. But no, you don't need any answers. Them walking away and them not fighting for you, or them not trying to stay in your life, that's your answer right there. There's your closure. Because when someone is meant for you, they're not going to walk out of your life. You're going to know when it's from God, because you're going to feel at peace. You're not going to feel uneasy. You're going to be happy, and you're just going to glow differently. And I've came to that realization that you don't need closure.
And that shows you too the kind of person that person is, because I feel like a genuine person like, Sasuke, it's not, I can't do this. This can't happen between us. I'm sorry. Like, I'm glad that I got to talk to you. Nomás no se hizo.
Yes.
Pero ni pudo hacer eso, entonces pues.
No, and honestly, I have so much respect for grown men. Okay, because a little boy is just gonna walk out of your life, ghost you, and fucking do childish that shit to you. Okay, that's a man that a little boy doesn't have a pair of balls. I'm sorry, point blank period. But I will have so much respect for a man that comes to you and says, hey, you know what? I don't think this is working out. Like, I'm not feeling this. Like, you know, like, I think maybe we should take a break, or this just isn't for me. I will have so much respect for a man that does that, because I'll be like, oh my God, you know what? Okay, like, I'm not gonna force anyone to be with me. But when someone just gets up and walks out of your life and says, fuck you, bitch, and doesn't say a word to you, you're a little bitch. Like, that's little dick energy. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you know, it really is.
That's
look at how, be a man and say something. Like, okay, it didn't work out there. I'm going to be hurt, obviously, but fuck, at least I'm not, like, questioning shit. You know what I mean?
But are they breakup? Okay, I've heard of breakups, like, through text.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That happened to me.
You want me like, oh my God.
I'm like, now for me, I think like that's childish.
Yes.
Like that's when I think like No, that's a no.
Yes.
It's a big no. N-O.
You guys, remember?
I'm like, you can't be man enough to call that person and just say, hey, it's not working. I'm even through the phone. I think it's still immature.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's better than to text.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
literally, you guys, I feel like everything fucking has happened to me. Pero eso me pasa por pendeja, como dice mi papá. Yo soy pendeja para escoger los hombres. But my ex, I was dating a guy from San Diego. I don't know if I've already said this, but I was dating a guy from San Diego. He was a border patrol agent, and I spent the whole weekend with him. Okay, we were talking. Well, he was my actual boyfriend, and he was like, "Oh, come this weekend, babe." Blah 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 blah. I go the weekend. Yo, the pendeja. I drove all the way 6 fucking hours, like a 6 hours, you guys. I get there. This man had a whole big ass bouquet of flowers waiting for me. He bought me a present. It was like so cute, so romantic. With and then I went home. He told me, "Oh, I miss you already, babe." Blah blah blah. The next morning was my oldest daughter's birthday, you guys. This motherfucker broke up with me on my daughter's fucking birthday.
After the Ramos that he got you.
Through a text. And then I was like, what was the point of all that?
Really? You're fucking demented in the brain, bro. What the hell?
Like, bitch, it's not my fault your mom didn't love you. Like, the
what
fuck?
was
Why did I have to pay the price, you little bitch?
That's so crazy.
Yes, if he would have been man enough and said to me, hey, you know what? I know we just spent the whole weekend together, but I'm not happy. This is not what I want.
Yeah.
I would have been like, fuck. Like, I
changed my mind.
Yeah, like I just drove 6 hours to see you, little bitch. But you know what? Like, okay, I respect that. Like, I would have respected it. But the fact that he waited until I came home, spent the weekend with me, and then broke up with me on my daughter's fucking birthday.
When you had to act like, be there, present for your daughter,
Exactly. And that was diabolical. But you know what, guys? When he broke up with me, I didn't text him back. I was like, all right, bitch, bye. Like, I'm not going to fucking chase you.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? And it's like, that's just, I can't stand men like that. I can't stand men that do things like that. I can't stand men that ghost. And those are not even men. Those are fucking children. They're children. Because it's like, grow a pair of balls. Like, you're fucking... Like,
I'm trying to
fuck
think.
you and your baby dick.
Like, I have been... Well, I wouldn't say broken up. I mean, what is it? Situationships, they're called?
Situation.
That's what they call them these days.
I hate situationships. Oh my God, they're the worst. Dating is just horrible. I would die on that.
Wait, but who made situationship even a thing? Like, I just think, like, it's either you're together or you're not. Like,
no, probably men because they don't want a title, we're not dating.
They want to keep you right here. They want you to do all the girlfriend things, but they're like, oh, but I'm not going to ask
Porque
you to be
no
my
te
girlfriend.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to do everything that a girlfriend does, but I'm not going to give you the title because I still want to be a hoe.
No, that's a no.
They want,
and I'm sorry, but if after the second month you don't get asked to be a girlfriend, it's not going anywhere.
Porque sí dicen, they do say a man will know when they want to be with you.
After 30 days,
they
know right away, bro. They know right away. They know within the first 3 months if they want to marry you or not. Like, it's fucking bullshit. Like, this generation, nomás quieren jugar contigo. They want to play with your titties and with your emotions.
For real. Yes. I don't know who invented situationships. Honestly, but I've had, fair share, whatever, and I always come out hurt. Same. No, but through text, I think I want to say I was talking to this guy. He was, I think I mentioned it before on here too, but I did get like, I can't do this anymore or whatever, and I'm just like through text, like, bro, we were in Mesquina, you live around the corner, bro. You couldn't just be like, hey, can we talk real quick, And I was up and I was like, oh, but can we at least have a conversation about it, like face to face, and no say so, but I think
because you wanted that closure, like, what
I thought
fuck? I thought we were good,
like, and now you're just like, oh, you know what, actually I can't do this. But before that, he was starting to become like distant. Ya estaba like, no estaba contestando el teléfono like he would, and now it's just like, fuck, like you're feeling something, but you don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like where they're distancing themselves, but they want you to end it. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. If you want to end it, just fucking say something. It's not on me. It's
they start
to
pull away because they're like, I don't want it to be on me. I don't want to look like that bad guy. So let me put it on her.
And I think I was like messaging him like, hey, what's going on? Like, you're being different. Like, what's and then so he was like, finally, he was like, oh, like, yeah, actually, I don't want to do this anymore or whatever. And I'm just like, you couldn't fucking like have a conversation with me face to face, but
no, because they're cowards.
It is what it is,
Do you see him? Do you see him? Do you guys cross? Because you said he lives close by. Do you guys?
No, actually, I don't see him. No, I don't see him.
Yeah,
that would be so awkward.
One I don't. No, yeah. But my ex is my neighbor, so I do see him.
Oh, that's the one I thought you were talking about.
No.
I was like, damn.
No, you guys.
Yeah, the one that lives close by.
Yeah. I see him.
You do see him. Oh.
Yeah, I do see him.
That's hard.
Wait, how do you feel? Because I know, you guys have history. How do you feel?
So recently, and I've talked about him, and him and I didn't end on bad terms. But after we broke up, we did start talking again, here and there. And I don't know, like, when you're talking to someone, you're like, oh, maybe it will go somewhere, maybe it won't. But then I found out, I told you guys, I called the girls and I was like, you guys, obviously we've been hanging out and stuff. And then out of nowhere, we planned to go go out for some drinks. And this if one thing men have is the audacity, okay? They have the motherfucking audacity,
they
okay?
have the audacity,
oh
bitch.
My God. So I'm in his car and he's like, hey, by the way, I need to tell you something, girl. Before we go out, I do need to tell you something. And he's like, but just so you know, I'm not dating this person. Like, we're not together. And I'm like, okay, and he's like, I'm going to be a dad. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, wait a minute. I was speechless. I was really speechless.
I can't say certain words on here, but
I was like, and he's like, yeah, so you ready to go out? And I was like, what the? And he's like, on the passenger seat. He's like, so anyways, he's like, now that I got that on my chest, I was like,
you still want to go to dinner.
I was like, no, and I was like, I'm telling you girls, like, estaba ahí nomás sentada, no podía hablar, like, no podía moverme.
Oh, hell no.
I was like,
did
I hear that right?
This story is tea, guys.
I was like, I was like, I've been hanging out with you for the past few weeks. And you're going to be a dad. I was like, it ain't me because I'm not, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, no seas pinche culero, ¿cómo voy a ir contigo? Ahorita me acabas de decir que vas a ser un papá, güey. No manches, dude. No le dije así. I was fucking crying in the car, okay? I was being like, what the fuck? Obviously, like, hello, we were like, been hanging out. Like, you're my ex, like, we broke up. And going back to, our topic, like, we broke up, pero at the end of the day, cuando te entras en una relación, tu mentalidad no es, no va a funcionar con esta persona. Your mentalidad is, this is my person, and hopefully we're going to get married, have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when he told me that, I was like, so I called them right away, and I was like, girls, I need to go over.
Yeah. I'm
fucking crying right now. Like, he's having a baby. Y en mi mente era algo que yo quiero, algo que yo deseo. No soy madre. Y, I do want kids in the future, so for him to tell me, like, I'm going to be a dad, and it's not with you, even though, we were in a relationship, and we are still seeing each other. Like, it fucked me up. And for that few, weeks, I was like, week, I was like, damn, like, es una cosa que yo quise con él y no lo voy a tener. And he's just going to have it with someone that he said that he's not even with, like, he's not even dating, and I'm just like, damn. Pero todo por una razón, like, obviously God didn't want me to have kids with him. And
God was protecting you from him. And honestly, I know I hurt you, but I think that you need to take it with a grain of salt and understand that God has someone way better for you, and God removes people from your life sometimes in the most hurtful way.
Yes, girls, because I shouldn't have been hanging out with him,
It's a blessing in disguise.
Because he didn't want him to hurt you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know
like, just imagine, like, if you would be with him and you're having a baby with him, or you're already married to him or something, y te sale con una mamada así.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Although you might been hurt at the time, God protects you.
In the long run.
So that you don't get hurt in the long run.
Yeah.
That would have been even harder.
Yeah, it's true. That's what, my sisters told me, you guys told me, like, imagine having a baby with someone that doesn't even want to be a parent right now, like, así salió. Es una bendición, a child es una bendición, pero tener un hijo que sí, with someone that does want a kid and does want to be a father, then, like,
and that you guys created.
De amor, right? Salió así.
Yes, and honestly, like, when you have a baby, it's something that you want to share with someone. Like, it's just a special moment, you know? And I didn't get those special moments, so I'm telling you that, honestly, that's the best thing that could have happened to you. Wait for the person that's going to be as excited with you that's gonna be like, oh my god, I can't wait to go to the ultrasounds with you. I can't wait to do our gender reveal together. Like those are moments that you want to cherish with the right person.
Yes.
You know, and obviously he was not the right person because he's a scumbag.
Yes. Hello, for someone to just that easily be like, yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be.
And we don't need scumbags in our life. We just don't.
No, cut off.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But yeah, that's my story about recent breakup. But yeah, well, the breakup was, I think, like, was it last year already or two? I don't remember. It was last year. Yeah, the breakup was last year.
You don't even remember because he's not working.
Yeah, it's not. It was last year, and then after that we were like, you know, talking here and there, like a fucking situation. That por pendeja, you know. But así pasa la cosa. Cuando Dios no quiere que funcione, he's gonna fucking. Ugh.
The same thing happened to me. Remember the first podcast when I told you guys I got ghosted? Well, guess what?
These girls.
That man came back with flowers, apologizing. Talk about,
my God.
I'm in love with you, Yvonne. Talking about all this bullshit. So here I go. Okay, let me open the door because I left it a little cracked, you know, like a dumbass. And I went to my healing retreat. I was doing so good without this man. And then he came back and I let him back in my life. And guess what? He did it again. He did it again, guys. He did it again.
Like I said, men have the audacity. Everything.
Yes, but you know what?
I was iffy about this guy.
Yes,
I was iffy.
Mr. G.
I was really
Mine's
iffy
Mr.
about
J.
him. And I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like that they're learning lessons. Like, you know, my husband and I, we've been together for 25 years, guys. And so
since I was a little neat.
Yeah, we've had our ups and downs, breakups, getting back together, breakups, getting back together. You know, and I feel like, you know, we're in a good place now, but we've been through very, very, very hard
tribulations.
Oh. You know, and like I said, when something is meant for you, if God is wanting it, he's gonna change that person for you. And make your relationship stronger. Yeah. But if it's not meant to be, and then you jump into the relationship again, and that person continues to be the same way, he's not gonna change. No. He's just not gonna change. If he's not, I always think actions speak louder than words. If a person's just saying sorry, I'm gonna change, and then you get back with them, and then they're still the same, and they're treating you the same, no.
That's when you need it.
And then honestly, I started to pull back this second time around because I started to notice behavior that he wasn't doing before. Remember I was telling you? Like all of a sudden he started taking like 8 hours to respond to me.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
what you start noticing these things.
And then like I was like, okay, no, like I called him out on it, and then he sent me like the longest voice message talking about, I love you. It's because I'm working out of town right now because they sent his stupid ass to Boston, right? Because they sent him to different places. He's like, I promise you when I get back to California, it's going to be different and I'm going to go see you, babe, and blah, 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 blah. But at that point, I was already like, I was disgusted and turned off.
Yeah,
because I was like,
you checked out.
You're not going to leave me undelivered for 8 hours when your bitch ass has an Apple Watch. You have 2 fucking phones, and his dumbass had posted a story on Instagram.
Oh, hell no, I fucking hate that.
Yeah, while he was driving his work van, and then I'm just like, he was talking about on the voice message, oh, I'm so busy, I don't even have time to be on my phone. I was like, you posted a story on Instagram.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
What? Like, you got me fucked up, little boy. Like, no. And mind you, this guy has a daughter, you know, and I was like, why is he so childish? Like, I can't stand it. And then like I had his location. Motherfucker would be out till like 5 a.m. sometimes. And I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want a man that's gonna be out late. Like, first of all, what are you doing out late? Whose house is that? What are you doing? And then like I brought it up to him, and you guys should have seen his face. He looked like a fucking ghost. He was like, I go, yeah, whose house? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, no.
Like thinking you weren't gonna hold him accountable.
Yeah, and he thought that I wasn't awake and that I wasn't noticing. But you started to tell me. Remember, you're like, Yvonne, you're not sleeping, because I started to get anxiety. Yeah. And then I was like, what am I doing? Like, I didn't walk away from a 10-year marriage that was literally breaking me to get into another situation that's gonna do the same thing to me. Like, got me fucked up.
Yes.
And then I told him like, hey, I need to talk to you, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna call you, right? Motherfucker didn't call me. So then I sent him a voice message, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna do this with you. Guess what? I got no response. And to me, that was right there, I'm fucking done. I removed him from Instagram, and I was like,
But sometimes right? Like the breakup's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So there's times where I feel like your mind is preparing you because you already know.
I was already getting,
and I feel like that's where you were. Like you knew what you were feeling it.
I was already feeling it.
And again, actions speak louder. You were like done with it already.
Yeah.
In your mind, you were like, this is not going nowhere.
Because even when he came and he brought me flowers and everything, like we went to go eat. Remember I told you, he's gonna come today, and you were like, oh my God. And then like we went to go eat, and like the vibe wasn't the same anymore.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was already like, do I even want this?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna give him another second chance, and it's gonna be for what? Like you already hurt me, you made me cry. Like why am?
And now there's already trust issues there.
Yeah, I didn't trust him anymore.
Yeah, overthinking things.
And you're not even together.
Girls, like we overthink things. We start to create stories. But again, ladies, just remember, actions speak louder than words.
A man will show you.
If he's telling you and he's changing, he's gonna change, and he's not doing it. Cut him.
I feel like you need what I've learned over time is you can't pay attention to a man's words. You have to pay attention to his actions.
Exactly.
Because this is what I told him, and I'm gonna tell you guys. You do a lot of this. This all you do is talking. How you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, but your fucking actions are back there, homie. Like what the fuck? Like if you're gonna talk, make sure that your actions align.
Yeah.
Because I'm not with this shit. Like I'm too grown for this, and I think it was my fault because I shouldn't have opened that door and let him back in, Like he was watching all my fucking stories. Remember I was telling you, oh my God, he watches my stories every fucking day. He's fucking stalking me and shit. But he's not reaching out. Like he's not texting me. Okay, whatever. I let it go. I was moving on. I was fine. And then here he comes with the, hey, what are you doing? That's literally how he came back.
Yeah.
And that should have been a turn off immediately, because it's like, ew, gross. Like talk to me correctly, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Like the fuck? Like, it's just, I feel like sometimes as women, we try to give people men more than anything, give them a second chance to redeem themselves, and then they just show you why the fuck you should have never answered the phone. Like,
exactly.
You should have left their once someone shows you who they are the first time, please believe them.
Yeah. And I just think like when you are going through a breakup, give yourself that chance first.
Yeah.
Before anything else, give yourself the chance to heal. Give yourself that chance to lift your spirit up again. And if that's through needing a little time away, if that is to connecting with people who understand and support you, if it means you're getting closer to God or doing other little things that are just going to help you do it. Do it. And it's going to seem so hard at first, guys. It's going to feel like, oh my God, I'm alone.
Literally
I'm doing this alone.
Sick,
you're not. And just know, it's going to hurt. A breakup is not easy.
Nope.
It is going to hurt. You're human. And just know that. But just let's start with little things that you can do for yourself. If it's affirmations, like, I got this, I can get up, I can move. And if you're getting out of bed and you're showering or you're making yourself a little breakfast, those are wins, guys. Those are wins that you're doing for yourself. And just remind yourself, like, I deserve this. Like, I deserve to love me. I deserve to do little things for myself that are going to make me feel good. Even if you're not feeling good, just you have to tell yourself that, because whatever you tell yourself, your mind starts to believe it.
Yep. That's
so it's little things that you can do for yourself. Get out of your room, because if you stay in your room and you're feeling depressed, yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're going to feel the same. You're going to feel worse, right? And so just little things that you can do. Go outside. If you're not hungry, but maybe you need a little bit of coffee because you didn't sleep all night. Go outside, drink your coffee outside, get some air, get some sun, right? Little things like that.
Find new hobbies.
Change your day around.
Yeah, if go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, like I was telling you guys, when I sent him that last voice message, I was crying, and not because I was sad or because I was walking away from him. I was more upset with myself because I didn't even feel the same way, but I allowed him back in, and I was more angry with myself because I had already put in so much work into me, and then I like opened that door back up. But then you know what happened? The next morning I woke up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go about my day, and I'm gonna keep going because this does not define me.
Yep.
And I know who I am now, and I'm not gonna allow anyone to have power over me. I got up and I kept going. And now I'm doing better things for myself. I started boxing. I got up on Easter Sunday and I went for a run. Then I came home, I got ready, I went to church. And I'm focusing on me. And that's honestly the best thing that you can do for yourself. Yes. Aunque no tengas ganas, levántate and be your own motivation. No one's going to come to save you. You have to save yourself. You
know? If you're going through a breakup right now, just know that, like Yvonne said, it doesn't define you. You know, that person leaving was meant to be. They're not meant to be in your life. Don't let it affect, like, your ability to find new love, because what is meant for you will be for you, and someone will show you that you are worth the world. You just need to wait for it. And I'm talking to myself too, okay, because sometimes I do have difficulties believing in that, you know. But
we have to say that out loud. You know, when we say these things out loud, and we hear them, then for some reason I think they're like powerful, right? Because it's like, wait a minute, I have to remind myself of these things
that
too.
I am worthy,
right?
That I love myself, you know.
So just know that you are worth it, and everyone is on their own timing.
Healing is not gonna come overnight. If you're going through a breakup, and whatever you do, if you're on no contact right now, please be strong and don't text that person. Do not text that person. Okay, because the worst thing you can do when someone is already not answering you is reach out again, because that's chasing them is not gonna make them come back. It's gonna push them farther away, because they're gonna get like, ugh,
nope,
like leave me alone. But then you know what you're also gonna do? You're gonna boost their ego, because they're gonna know, oh, aquí la tengo.
You give them your power, and you deserve your power. You deserve your time and energy for yourself, for your healing, and so put that
energy into you.
Put that energy into you. And summer's coming, so we outside.
Yes. And thank you again for the girl that shared her story. We truly appreciate it. And you go, boo. Move forward. Do you. And keep being a boss girl.
Yes.
Exactly.
And blessings to you and your family.
Absolutely.
And you know what, girl? That man's soulmate was another man.
Yep.
Because he wasn't meant to have a bad bitch in his life.
Nope. So, period.
We love you, chismosas.